You're struggling with low motivation or dissatisfaction at work, listen up. I'm going to share with you what helped me when I was going through a similar period. When I first broke up with my ex, I went through this time where I was seeking so much thrill and excitement that anything that wasn't fun or bringing me joy was like impossible to do. I just lost so much motivation, especially at work. So I found it really hard to get up in the morning. I was starting work late, putting work off to the very last minute, and then when I actually had to do work, I was rushing through it. I was spending a lot of my time scrolling through TikTok, showing up to meetings unprepared and winging it. And I felt really guilty about this because I really liked my job. I was being paid for my job. I loved and respected my bosses and I didn't want to disappoint them. And I was somebody who typically got a lot of value from how I performed at work and how people perceived me at work. Yet every day felt like a constant battle to physically do the work, no matter how hard I tried. And I talked about this a lot in therapy, that I felt really guilty. And I was actually just like kind of scared that I was going to be found out that I wasn't performing up to my typical standard. And my therapist really helped me work through this by, first of all, normalizing the experience. Basically, with 2 years from working from home, doing the same thing every day takes a huge toll on your mental health. And it's actually not normal to be 100% productive 100% of the time. And more likely than not, my colleagues and even my bosses are probably experiencing some of the same symptoms. By normalizing this experience and validating my perception, it allowed me to release the pressure on myself to show up in ways that I wasn't able to. And I actually became a little bit more comfortable working from the sidelines and giving other people a chance to shine. You don't have to be 100% or 150% for many people productive every day, and it's not possible. Even in nature, bears hibernate for half of the year. Trees lose their leaves for half of the year. Breaks are a natural part of nature, but unfortunately we live in a capitalistic society which doesn't allow us to take breaks and really takes a toll on our mental health and our motivation. But by releasing pressure on myself to show up every day and just be okay with kind of coasting, I was able to free up space and energy that allowed me to realize that this isn't a job that I want to do for the rest of my life. And actually, I'm really not that satisfied in my job. Once I realized that and discovered that I don't want to be working in this role for the rest of my life, it became even easier to only do what I was able and not feel guilty about it. And with having that space in my mind, I was able to think more about what it is that I really wanted to do. So my advice for you is release pressure on yourself to show up in ways that you're unable to. Stop feeling guilty about not performing in ways that you're used to. Take a step back. And once you do, you'll create space in your mind, in your body, in your soul to understand what it is that really drives you. And you'll probably, more likely than not, start realizing what it is that you really want to do with your life. What do you think?